It's Lila, and today I am showing you how to make royal icing and pipe royal icing on cookies. The first thing you need to do is wash your hands, put on an apron, fix your hair any way you'd like, just to make sure hair doesn't get in the food. And yeah, the ingredients you will need and the supplies you will need is meringue powder, a bowl about ye big, food coloring, lemons, almond extract, powdered sugar, a zester, a mixer, cookies, yeah, you definitely need those, cups and teaspoon measuring things, a plastic cup or just any cup that you see laying around the house. You need 2 of those, one filled with water, one without. You need piping bags, and I think that's all. So when you get meringue powder, it automatically just comes with a recipe. This one says meringue and royal icing. This brand is Sunnyside Bakery. One, you need a half a cup of water, 1/4 cup of meringue powder, and 4 cups of confection sugar, which is powdered sugar. And just read the instructions that it just has on it. So yeah. So it says, beat 1/4 cup of meringue powder into a half a cup of water until peaks form, kind of like meringue. So let's do that. So what you will need is a 1/4 cup bowl, the meringue powder, and the flattener thing. I don't know what it's called. So make sure it's flat across there. That's all the meringue powder you will be needing. After that, you need half a cup of water. Pour it in there. And then start mixing. It should look a little something like this, and if you were to hold it, like flip it upside down, you know it's ready because it won't fall out of the bowl. You can put the bowl to the side right now and use you need your confection sugar and your sifter and your cup. And then put your bowl back over here, put it in the sifter, and just kind of roll it, and it kind of just like rolls out. You want to make sure there's no bumps in the icing, or it just won't look good as on cookies. They'll be bumpy. So we want it very smooth. Now that I'm done with 1 cup, I just need to add 3 more. Once you're done sifting all the powdered sugar into the bowl, you need to put your mixture on low, or else all the sugar and everything will just go everywhere. If you need to make your icing thicker, if you accidentally make it too watery, you can easily just add more confection sugar and you'll be good to go. And when the peaks, you know, are not dripping, that's when you know it's good for piping, like the outline and everything. And flood is when you pull your mixture up and it just kind of keeps falling. So that is piping. I'm going to use a spoon for this. You're going to make a deep line and count how many seconds. 19, 20. Piping because in the 20 seconds it's at least all the way closed up or almost all the way closed up. And flood, it should be there in like the next 4 to 8 seconds. So really quickly. So get your bowls, and it is time to add the food coloring that you want. I definitely want a white for sure, and blue, and pink, and yellow. After you got all your colors ready, you should be good to go. You just add, food coloring. I would suggest you use the gel food coloring, because if you use like the drips, it can just like flood it down and it won't be the right consistency. It will get too watery and you don't want that in a cookie, like the icing. Because if it's not thick enough to hold the flood icing, then it's just going to be a big runny mess and you definitely don't want that. For my blue, I kind of want it to be like a teal. You basically just want to like drag your color. I wanted my colors kind of pastel, but not too pastel, because I did try that one time and you really couldn't tell the difference because I wanted them really pastel. You need a little difference in color, not mainly white. You definitely need to tell what color it is, like from far away. So I think that's about the color that I want. It does not take very much food coloring to make a vibrant color, but I would say start off small because a little can go a long way. The next thing I'm going to do is put them in a piping bag. This is what I needed a cup without water in it for. You're just going to stick your hand in there, put it in the cup, get the edges, fold it around the cup. It saves so much time, makes it just a whole lot easier, and yeah, so that's all you have to do. Pull it out, and voila! All you gotta do is push it down and just twist them and then set them aside. And all you need to do is repeat the process over and over with all the other colors. Now you can set aside all your dirty dishes, and now it's time for the flood icing. So flood is the exact same thing, you just add more liquid. Say you want a little orangey flavor, then you add orange juice that's freshly squeezed so that way it's not like any color. And I'm using a lemon. I like to use a half to start with and just kind of squeeze it in there. And make sure no seeds get in there because you don't want seeds in your icing. I'm going to add some almond extract just to like balance it out a little bit. So now that I am done mixing, this is what flood should look like when you pull it up. See how it drips? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so that's perfect actually. That's how you want it. If you don't have almond extract or you just don't want any flavor, you just want it to be like sweet icing, then just add water. Water's well kind of what it was recommended for. But yeah, that's flood royal icing. Again, you need like the same colors because they're gonna be like beside each other. Flood, you need more than you do on piping just because piping is only for the outside edges. It doesn't make any sense. The flood goes in the inside, like the middle, so you need more of that than you need of piping. Put it in there like this. And if you get the color too bright, just add a little bit more white to it. And just basically do the repeated process of what you did with the piping icing with the flood icing. So just do the same thing. After you get all your colors together, you want to get back out the piping bag and the cup and also do the same progress of that. So the next thing I did was label all of my icing bags. P is for piping and the F is for flood, just so I don't get them all mixed up. Then I have 2 cookies picked out for us. They're both ice creams. This is ice cream in a bowl and 2 scoops of ice cream in a cone. So we got those. You need one of these toothpick flood things and scissors to cut the ends of the piping bags. Okay, so I got the cookie and now I'm going to start with piping it using my piping white. At the top, I'm going to go around slowly. I want the ice cream to look like it's dripping. After you do that, next ice cream scoop. It's flood time. And go up here at the top. You don't need it all the way at the edges because that's when this tool comes in, and you can just kind of spread it around. Kind of like that. I'm going to set it to the side. Here's where I'm making a circle. And since it's kind of already just about filled in, I did the whole thing in piping. So this one is dried. So much for allowing me to demonstrate how to decorate cookies. It is always a fun experience when I am able to be creative in the kitchen, and I hope this inspires you to be creative while making something tasty too. Bye.